Hi, welcome back. Now that we've learned a ton of tools and techniques that help us systematically develop teams, let's dive into two case studies. The first case study that I will cover with you is about Nucor, America's largest steelmaker. And this company has been covered really well in the book Humanocracy by Gary Hamel and Michele Zanini. Nucor's motto is building people, not products. And this is not just a slogan. They really show this on a day-to-day basis. They invest a ton of time, a ton of money in educating their employees so that people that are working in those steel companies can make tremendous decisions, such as whether they buy a new machine or not. Those decisions are not made by executives, those decisions are made by the people that operate those machines. Now this sounds really good from an employee perspective, but does it also deliver business results? If you look at the revenue per employee, at the profit per employee, and a ton of other metrics, you can see that Nucor outperforms all of their peers over a longer period of time. The reason Nucor started to do this way of management, which is completely different from what all other steel companies are doing, actually from what all major organizations are doing, is because they operate under a completely different assumption. This is best summarized by a quote from their former chairman and CEO, Ken Iverson. In contrast to most other organizations where they believed the genius of the organization resided with management, at Nucor they operated under the assumption that the genius of the organization was with the people doing the work. What I love about that quote is that he specifically mentions that they operated under a different assumption. The reason they needed to make an assumption is that they didn't have any proof that a different type of management would lead to better results. So in contrast to all of us, who look at a ton of case studies where we can also convince other people that operating in a different way will result in different business outcomes, in better business outcomes, the people at Nucor, especially at the early times, did not have those case studies. But they had the courage to follow a different path, to experiment with a different way of managing, and they achieved something tremendous. In our next case study, we will also look at a company that doesn't build tech products, but that is actually an airline. I'll see you there.